Civil wars in Chechnya and now trouble in places such as Ossetia and Ingushetia have shown the world that ethnic conflict and Islamic separatism are seen as serious threats to Russia, even as it tries to regain some of the power it wielded during the Cold War. But not all of Russia's Muslim republics are so restive. Welcome to sunny Tatarstan.
It's a typical Saturday afternoon in the city of Kazan. And just as in other towns across the Russian Federation, wedding season is in full swing. Like the capital Moscow, Kazan has its own Kremlin, and it's a magnet for families looking to share a toast, party, and above all, get a perfect wedding portrait. But some things are different here, and it becomes immediately apparent by following the newlyweds to their most cherished of backgrounds, the Kul Sharif Mosque, Europe's largest. Kazan is the capital of the Autonomous Republic of Tatarstan. The Tatars are the largest ethnic minority in Russia. And even though it sits in the heart of Russia's central Volga River region, and ethnic Russians make up about 40% of the population, Tatarstan is a majority Muslim republic.
Сейчас, когда работает в Казани более 40 мечетей работает.
Farkat Kazrat is the imam of the Bernazyevsky Mosque. Though Friday prayers here may evoke images of the Middle East, the soundtrack is purely Russian.
И то, альхамдулилля, есть свобода выбора передвижения мусульманам. То есть приход любой, открыт для всех верующих. Количество увеличивается, слава Аллаху, потому что число верующих растет.
If we look at Tatarstan, it is a very special place because it's the northernmost indigenous Islamic community in the world.
Andrei Zolotov is the founding editor of the Moscow-based publication Russia Profile.
Kazan is one of the most wonderful kind of multi-ethnic, multi-religious cities I've seen. If you think of places where the meeting of civilizations is actually a reality, Kazan is definitely one of them.
To understand the complex balance of culture and religion that makes Tatarstan unique, you need go no further than the outskirts of Kazan. Here, right in the middle of this Muslim republic, you find one of Christian Russia's holiest sites, the Raifa Monastery. Ruined in Soviet times, Raifa has been restored and is now a popular destination for Russians from all across the country, including President Medvedev.
Он приехал во святую обитель. Приехал поставить свечку, потому что он христианин.
Father Vsevolod is the chief priest of Raifa. He explains that his monastery is a site of pilgrimage, not just for Christians.
И если вы приглядитесь, вы здесь можете увидеть сегодня очень много людей, мусульман, которые тоже любят посещать Раифу, потому что здесь немножко они приводят себя в чувство успокоения. У нас Татарстан удивительно, уникальное место, где сожительствуют все, ведь милосердие не имеет национальности, любовь не имеет национальности. И это не просто то, что я для телевидения говорю. Я здесь родился в Казани. У меня одна из сестер вышла замуж за мусульманина, у меня племяшки мусульмане. Что они мне чужие? Что любовь пропала? Ненависть, это разве только поднимается? Ненависть – это плохо. Злоба – это плохо. Война – это плохо. Мир – это хорошо.
Usually, Islam in Russia is associated with bloody wars in Chechnya, the school siege in Beslan, or bombings blamed on extremists. Tatarstan shows an entirely different model of coexistence.
Ну, и это именно Татарстан вообще это все выделяют. Это не только я могу сказать, это выделяют все, что именно в Казани, в Татарстане, именно вот эта прочность вот этого, существования религии в мире, оно, альхамдулилля. То есть, когда мы видим в других регионах происходят стычки, допустим, на почве религиозности, то у нас, альхамдулилля, вот этот мир спокойствие сохраняется.
But this harmony may be at risk. Russia's war in Georgia last summer raised the stakes for ethnic conflict throughout the entire region, because shortly after it invaded its southern neighbor, Russia made the surprise move of officially recognizing the two separatist parts of Georgia, Abkhazia and South Ossetia. This in turn has stoked nationalist passions in places inside the Russian Federation itself. including here in Tatarstan, where some groups began asking, why not independence here too?
The recognition of South Ossetia and Abkhazia is a kind of a double-edged sword, because until this fact, I think Russia's policy saying territorial integrity, period, yeah, kind of was a consistent policy. The recognition of South Ossetia and Abkhazia is creating that kind of vagueness, kind of that, of course, can be exploited by secessionists of all kinds.
Last August, a group called the All-Tatar Civic Center did just that, launching a fresh appeal for independence, the first in many years. Then, just weeks ago, another group announced what they called the Declaration of Independence of Tatarstan. Now, as the world watches the region, not only Georgia and its breakaway republics, but the entire former Soviet sphere, there's apprehension that what was once considered a kind of paradise may be at risk.